I have found something that is absolutely crazy in World of Warcraft. I was playing the game and I was just exploring around the zones and I found something that is so strange, you guys have to see it. But before this video starts, can this video get 1000 likes? I'm shooting for 1000 likes on this video, and if you could like the video, that would mean the absolute world to me. But with that intro being done, let's get into the video. So this is Obsidian Sanctum, and this dungeon has been in the game for quite a while. This has been released in Wrath of the Lich King. And as you can see, this is something that is it's a pretty small raid. This is a pretty small raid as it only really has one boss. And the mechanics of this raid is pretty strange, and back in the day, this was one of the places where you could do a difficulty setting that you yourself could choose. And that was something that was quite new to the game at that point, when it came to raid content at least. But yeah, this zone, although it is an old zone, you can actually glitch out of this zone using a demon hunter. Now, demon hunters were released in Legion, and these demon hunters have a lot of mobility that the game just wasn't designed for back in the day. So Blizzard was never planning for any classes to have a double jump or to have any of the mobility movements that a demon hunter has. So a lot of these old zones and old dungeons and raids, you can actually glitch through them and go out of bounds by having a demon hunter and just jumping around the obstacles, and you can actually get out of a zone. And this is one of these examples where the demon hunter really just breaks the game, and you can actually leave this dungeon very easily. Like, if you just jump up from that point of the map and you go all the way up to here, you will see that we're getting higher and higher. And the trickiest part of this is this jump here. Now, in this jump, you have to jump from this part all the way to that ledge. And the way you have to do that is by jumping with your double jump and then using your fell rush twice and then using your wings. And if you do that perfectly, you can actually get to that ledge that's right in front of us. It's pretty tricky, but if you get the hang of it, you can actually do it. As you can see, I just missed that and I got into the lava. But this is how you do it, guys. You do the double jump, you use your wings, 2 fell rushes, and then use your wings, and you should get there no problem. It just takes a bit of practice getting that jump right. But after that, the rest of this is pretty easy. All you have to do is just jump and fell rush your way up the mountain. And, this is not something that is that obvious. And it took a lot of jumping around and, figuring stuff out with the demon hunter to even get here. But after this, all you have to do is just go up to this ledge going upwards, and as you can see, we are getting higher and higher up. This is another point. All you have to do is just fell rush, and you should just slide up the mountain just like that. Pretty easy, and looking down, we can see that we are actually pretty high up already. We have done a lot of jumping and, scaling this mountain, and just this is a pretty cool view that, you never get to see while playing Wrath of the Lich King. When we were playing Wrath of the Lich King, we never got to see this raid from this perspective. So seeing it from all the way up here is pretty cool. And after that, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is just mount up, and as you can see, we're starting to see the effects of how glitchy this zone is. We're starting to see some pretty weird terrain going on. We're seeing jagged edges going off cliff faces, and it gets weirder and weirder the further you travel past these mountains. So just looking through here, you can see there's a whole other zone that is just hidden in this raid instance. Just look at this place. This place is absolutely massive. The amount of map that is beyond this instance is absolutely insane. There's so much going on outside of those mountains. And it really is like its own zone. As you can see, there is a lot going on. There is just crazy jagged cliff faces, and what is actually happening here is that the way Blizzard designs instances is that they have to create a background for the instance, right? So if you look up, you can see there's mountains in the background, you can see there's stuff going on, there's like lava fountains, so it makes the world fleshed out. It makes it look like you are in a real zone and not just a singular instance. So Blizzard does a lot of work when it comes to designing the backgrounds to places. Now, a lot of these instances, it's really just an illusion. Like, once you go past the mountains, you start to see a lot of crazy stuff going on, like this jagged edges that are just coming out of the ground here. But keep watching this because it gets weirder and weirder. Now, the amount of expansive land that is in the zone is really, really big. And there are quite a few dungeons and instances that are like this, where Blizzard has just created a whole nother zone that is beyond the instance background. As you can see here, it looks like this was a lake, as the ground texture looks like it was something that was underwater. That kind of texture does look like this was supposed to be a lake, but they never put the water in. So I'm guessing that these map assets have been copied and pasted, cut and pasted into this background. And I'm not sure why they did this. I mean, obviously Blizzard were never intending for anyone to see what's going on behind here, but just looking around, it's like clearly the programmers at Blizzard had a field day when it came to designing the background. Like, they're just copy and pasting all these weird floor textures and strange mountains and lakes and stuff. It's like, what is going on? Fortunately enough, I, as a demon hunter, can actually use slow fall. Like, if I use my wings, I can slow fall down and it will be safe for me to jump down there. But just look at this. Look at this completely artificial texture that just doesn't look natural at all. It's weird jagged shapes that are just... This doesn't look like World of Warcraft, does it? This looks like some sort of weird Minecraft project. It's very strange looking at this. And there's just this giant chasm going between this land and the mountains above. And it's just red and grey. It's very strange looking. It's like messing up with my eyes, to be honest. It looks like there's a hole down there next to that black rock. It looks like there's some sort of weird path going down there. Dude, this looks like... This doesn't look like World of Warcraft. This looks like some crazy sci-fi zone, you know what I'm saying? This is not something you ever get to see in World of Warcraft. But just jumping down here and it's like, what the heck is going on? This is so crazy to look at. Look how high this goes. It's like we're in another dimension or something. This is you never get to see anything like this in World of Warcraft, and it's quite beautiful in a way. Like some of these glitchy zones that you are not supposed to go to. This is some weird phantom world we're in. But I'm just thinking, what the heck is down there? It looks really, really far down. And I'm thinking, why not just jump down? Why not just see what is down there? And if I die, I die, but we'll see what happens. This is so strange looking. How far does this go down? It looks like it goes on forever. Although I can kind of see a ground down below. I think that is some ground down there, but I'm not too sure. We're really, really far down already. Let's see what happens if we just... We're gonna use our wing... Oh, never mind. Yep, so that happens. It looks like my character just died. I can kind of see my corpse like a little speck on the ground there, but my character is stuck here for some reason. It's... yeah, this is like a crazy, crazy zone, and you guys can do this yourself. All you have to do is just get a demon hunter and go to the Obsidian Sanctum all the way in Northrend, and you too can get to this zone. It's pretty simple. Well guys, if you like this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more. This is vaulty, signing out.